I've come to York Railway Museum to speak to Bob about trains with a locomotive and without one.
Nice to see you. Okay, well, a train is a locomotive and carriages, but these days, of course, we're used to trains which have no locomotive, and that's because the power is distributed down the train. In the old days, you needed power at the front. You needed a steam engine to pull it. But these days, of course, we don't have steam engines. We have diesel trains or electric trains. And that means you can distribute the power that powers the train down the train. So most trains these days, most passenger trains, do not have a locomotive.
What are the advantages of a train with a locomotive?
Well, a train with a locomotive means you can add extra carriages to the train, obviously, because the locomotive will pull more carriages if you want it to, if it's powerful enough. But a train with a locomotive also is less flexible when it comes to a station. You've got to get the locomotive out of the way and put it on the other end of the train. So it has pluses and minuses for the rail network.
What are the advantages with a train that doesn't have a locomotive?
Well, a train that doesn't have a locomotive is quite good for operators in and out of busy terminuses, because basically you can go in there and come straight out again without spending any time getting the locomotive that hauled you in back to the other end of the train. So it means you can have more trains going in and out of terminus stations.
I'm in the cabin of an old locomotive. How does it differ from any modern train?
Well, an old steam locomotive like this, the driver's got three main controls. He's got a regulator, which really makes it go faster and slower. He's got a reverser, which adjusts the kind of power that he's using, makes it go forward or reverse. And he's got a brake, of course. But he's just got this engine. The carriages would not be powered at all, and in some cases the train would not be powered or braked, the whole lot of it. So a modern train, a modern passenger train, the driver may have one or two controls, and then of course the power is distributed down the train so it will run, and of course the whole thing is correctly braked so it's easy to stop.
So which is best?
Well, which is best depends on when you lived, really. At the time when this was built, it was the best piece of technology they had, whereas where we live today, it's better to distribute the power and therefore all wheels move and you're able to move passenger trains more quickly in and out of big stations. So I think people would say that now was better than then.
Many thanks to Bob. Back to the studio.